Hello everyone and thank you for joining. My name is Ariba and I will be guiding you through the essential process for real estate administration, especially for property listings, permits and contracts here in Dubai. Okay, this training will cover everything from listing a property to handling all necessary contracts after a sale or rental. So, here's our agenda for today. First, I will introduce the role of a real estate admin and the importance of accurate listings. Then, we will go through the step by step process for listing rental and sale properties on Dubai's main portals. Following that, we will discuss the contract required when a property is sold or rented. And finally, I will share some tips for effective property administration. To start, let's talk briefly about the role of real estate admins. Our main responsibilities include supporting property listings, ensuring compliance with Dubai regulations, and maintaining accurate records and documentation. This training will help you become confident with the entire listing process from the permits to the contracts involved. Now let's look at the main platforms where we will list properties, Bayut, Dubizzle and Property Finder. These are the leading portals in Dubai for property listings. It's important to know that the rules differ slightly for rental and sales listing. For rentals, there is no limit to the number of companies that can list a property, but for sales, only three companies can list the same property at a time. And to list a property, we need the correct permits, especially a rental permit for rentals and a sale permit for sales. Let's start with rental listings. First, we need to obtain a rental permit. To do this, we log into the Dubai Land Department portal with our business user account. We go to the Tarhisi system and apply for a new rental permit. We will need details from the title deed along with an NOC, no objection certificate from the property owner. Once we have the permit, we can list the property on Bayut, Dubizzle, or Property Finder. When uploading, it's crucial to check that the permit is valid as this can prevent listing issues. Next, let's go through the sales listing process. Remember that only three companies can list a property for sale. So we start logging into the DLD portal to check if it's already listed by others. Once confirmed, we proceed with contract A, which is between the owner and broker. And how to confirm that this property is not listed by more than three companies? When we put information for contract A, like title deed number and owner ID, DLD will automatically tell us that we can list this property or not. Okay, the contract A is between our owner and the broker. This document gives us the right to sell the property. After contract A is signed, we also complete contract B, which is between the buyer and broker. Okay, but it's the after process. But for listing sale property, we only need contract A. When contract A is signed, then we again go to the Tarhisi and permit, enter contract A number and generate permit for sale property listings. For sale, there are a few essential contracts and documents. When property is sold, like now the client is interested and he's ready to take property. So now there is a proper documentations. In this first step is contract A, which is between owner and the broker. Owner is the owner of the company and brokers, we are the brokers. Then we have contract E between the buyer and the broker. Okay. Once both contract A and B are complete, they are signed by both, then we can go to contract F. Contract F is also called MOU, Memorandum of Association, which is the official agreement between the seller and the buyer, then transfer ownership. The option to create contract F is available at the bottom of contract A. Once contract A is signed, the option will appear. Okay. Then once contract, then we click on that option and enter contract B number and go to next. It's so easy to make contract F after that. Okay. Once contract F is signed by both seller and the broker, then we will activate it. And for activation, we need to submit 2 or 3, like any check or title deed. Then we can make it active and we can download it. There is the total process of documentation for selling any property in Dubai. Okay, now let's move on to rental properties. For rentals, the main documents in the tenancy contract, which include all the rental terms such as start and end date, rent amount, owner information, tenant information, everything. Okay, after that, one is addendum to specify any additional clause like maintenance responsibilities or property modifications, etc. Once both landlord and tenant sign the tenancy contract and addendum, we submit the tenancy agreement for registration. Ijari. We brokers as an admin, I need to do only tenancy contract and addendum. That's it. Tenancy contract is a form which is already designed. We only have download it, or I always keep it with me. Only write the information. So to wrap up here, we are a few tips to keep in mind as you work with listings and contracts. First, accuracy is key. Double check all information, permit and documentation before listing or submitting contracts, because once you submit any contract, you can't edit it. If there is any mistake, you ask owner to please cancel it, then we will make again. So it's a long process. So every time check every single thing in contract before submitting it. Remember, always verify that permits are valid before uploading listings. And finally, high quality images can really make a difference in attracting more inquiries. Okay, that's it. Thank you for attention. I am happy to answer any question you might have.